We've heard all the rumors for the Switch 2 as far as hardware goes. But what about the games? And a massive rumor popped up online that involved a fan favorite franchise potentially making a comeback. But let's break this all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. The floodgates for the Switch 2 rumors have seemingly swung open, mainly because as each day passes, another one pops up, and I gotta tell ya, it's pretty hard to keep up with it all. So what's happening here is Midori, who is somewhat of a reputable leaker when it comes to all things Sega, has seemingly taken up a Nintendo news wave. So this is the post in question that has got people talking, and it reads, quote, "There is a project at Nintendo with the codename U-King-O. It might be related to the rumors of the next Nintendo console codename." Now, for those of you who are not in the know, codenames are all the rage when it comes to secret consoles and games. And apparently U-King-O is our next code to crack here, and fans were quick to note that Breath of the Wild was living under the codename U-King. And the Switch 2, from what I gathered, has apparently been living under the codename Ounce or OZ or O, but at this point, I don't know how true that is. But like I always want to do here on the show, let's start connecting the dots. And apparently they all point to a remaster or upgrade version of Breath of the Wild on the Switch 2. Now, even backing this point further, let's travel back to last August where we talked about the Switch 2 being shown off at Gamescom behind closed doors. Of course, this is where they showed off that Matrix game, and the other game that was brought up in this talks was an upgraded port of Breath of the Wild. And when you factor in Nintendo's past business doings, I straight up look back to the Wii U to the Switch gap year. Within this year, we seen them port over titles that were hits on the Wii U, and they all went over to the Switch and just resold them for full cost, so again, this makes sense. And don't even get me started on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, aka the game that just won't die, along with GTA 5. Again, we're getting closer to GTA 6, people. But I brought up this news today because just the other day we talked about the Switch 2 potentially offering up backwards compatibility. But when we look back to that transition between the Wii U and the Switch, you'd obviously not be able to put those discs into the Switch. So this kind of raises a question here of what route Nintendo wants to take. Will they offer up this cross-generation upgrade for free through a patch? Will you have to buy the game again? Or, which I think would be a nice middle ground here, much like Sony does through means of noting you own the game on the prior console, in this case the Switch, could you just pay $10 for that next-gen upgrade? Of course, this version of Breath of the Wild seems to have a whole bunch of upgrades, like 4K resolution, ray tracing, and faster load times. So when you factor in that idea, there are a lot of people out there that would be open to getting this next-gen upgrade. And some people deem this game as the best game ever made. So Nintendo has something on their hands here. And while writing this stuff out, I couldn't help to think, why on earth this isn't Tears of the Kingdom? But at the same time too, that's a fairly new game. Nintendo might just see that game and say, hey, it's fine, port it over, no problems asked, just give it as is. Now a quick story I wanted to bring up today focuses in on a franchise I played so much as a kid, and that's Sly Cooper. Wow, who would have thought I'm talking about Sly Cooper in 2024? It's wild times, my friends. So, rumors around this game began to swirl when Jeff Grubb released a video talking about Perfect Dark and the Summer Games Mess update. In this video, he merely speculated on this idea that Sucker Punch could be working on a new Sly Cooper game, which, hey, I'm right there with you, Jeff. He speculated on this point because Ghost of Tsushima 2 is taking a rather long time to release, and he even went as far to say, quote, "That's speculation, but it's definitely smoke out there. But maybe where there's smoke, there's fire." Now, following this, all types of rumors and hype got out online, and Bloomberg's Jason Schreier was quick to stifle any flames here. Quote, "No truth to this one. Sorry to say. Sucker Punch is a one-project studio. The reason Ghost of Tsushima 2 isn't out yet is because AAA games now take 5 to 7 years to make. Also, Sucker Punch is much smaller than other AAA game devs." Damn it, Jason, I just wanted one bit of good news today. Well, as for now, I can just kind of hope things are secretly in the works, and I'm just kind of putting it out there. It's worth noting the last Sly Cooper game was released all the way back in 2018, that being Thieves in Time. So here I am once again, just kind of hoping something happens down the line. But with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. Do you guys think Nintendo drops that next-gen upgrade for free? Do you have to pay for it? Do you pay $10 for it? Which route are they taking? But that about does it here. I've been K-Lo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.